relocate to a new location. I also have to state where I'm at because if one of my predators chooses to harm someone, it's a lot more difficult for them to blame it on me when my whereabouts are known. If I hadn't been at Kayla Trujillo's when Natalie Bollinger got her fucking brains blown out, the cops wouldn't even been investigated.
Take the next left onto Ivy Avenue, then turn left onto 9th Street.
Lots of people want to throw stuff in my face that they actually did, right? But they never once admitted those things to the police. And that allowed police officers to lie in court and have me railroaded. Now, the police chief here was arrested yesterday after making it impossible to turn him in. He still got fucking arrested. What a dumb cunt. Jesus goddamn Christ. Now we got interim deputy dipshit. Maybe I should take that back. And you know what? If this interim police officer does his job, I will take it back. I will make a full public apology, which I have done before. I gotta go down to likely the lumber yard. I am gonna park over by the library because Alexander was gonna meet me here today, but I can't just literally sit there all day waiting on him. Oh shit. Is that Terry? That guy looks like the guy who was in the wallet. Hey sir, I found a wallet yesterday. Never mind, that dude was too fucked up to talk to. Holy shit. Oh my god, that dude's fucked up. He's having fucking cold sweats. Dude's on heroin. I'm fucking walking down the street. He is oblivious to the goddamn world. I told you also, you hear the over-revving sometimes. Sometimes it don't want to go into gear and I have to change it into a different gear and then change it back. Anyway, at the time that I'm making this video live, I haven't posted in the link description yet. However, I have the video from the news about Police Chief Ray Rao. Now, he is one of my bullies here, just so you know.
Turn right onto 1st Street.
I had already spoken with the police chief, I just didn't know it. See, that's the thing. A lot of times these guys don't identify themselves. Certainly don't do so properly. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was about a heart attack. Here's a Dolphin RV here that just pulled out in front of me, and thank goodness it's got blue trim. Alright, that's the stop sign. Go ahead. Alright.
Take the next right onto Front Street, then turn right onto US 101 South.
I suppose going to this little pocket park here, we'll get out and show it to you. Also, this place here, if you get a 4-pound bag of sugar at the grocery store, you can go to the Tillamook farm store and get yourself some
Turn right onto US 101
stump
South
remover,
Avenue, then make a
and
U-turn
it is a
at
direct
1st Street.
transfer rate. You can literally dump the amount of stump remover that's there to 4 pounds of sugar, and it'll be the perfect weight for the mix for it to be rocket fuel. It's called R candy. Find out how to make it on YouTube. I wouldn't recommend using it to make an RPG like they do in a lot of these YouTube videos. These guys are idiots. They're not professionals. They do not know what they're doing, and it is unsafe to do so. My recommendation as far as it goes is to not follow YouTube videos. You need to learn the proper safety protocols. There are YouTube videos that'll teach you that, but the places that teach you how to make those compounds don't generally teach you the safety. That's the most important part, is the safety. Now that I'm parked, we can play just the most recent attempt at... Here's the thing, these guys play stupid and talk in circles. They think if they keep repeating the same goddamn lie over and over and over again, that we're supposed to believe that it's fucking true. No, don't fucking bully me. Don't lie at me. Don't lie over me. Don't tell me that you transferred me when you didn't. And don't make it into an argument and try to change the subject again. This 911 operator just simply didn't want to do his job. That's what it come down to. Didn't want to do his job. Alright, this is called Dispatch Bullies at 911, and this is this morning that this happened. 3501. It's called Dispatch Bullies at 911, hostility from mandated reporters having to turn them in to themselves.
Start dispatch line real quick. Use it. I don't even have the hand strength to open that son of a bitch.
I got a mechanical pencil that was in a compass. I was trying to use it to write.
I'm actually over at the Tillamook Library, but I was calling because this is the only way to get transferred to the sheriff's, or to the police chief's number.
Okay, so what's the address of your emergency?
So here he is getting condescending with me and talking at me like I'm a fucking idiot. See, he's literally going out of his way to be a douchebag, and he's trying to do it under the auspices of doing his job. I'm just doing my job. No, you're going out of your way not to do your job. These people have gone out of their way not to do their jobs for 11 months here.
The address of my emergency, it happened yesterday and the day before, and also this morning. A lot of it's online, but I need to be transferred to the police chief.
Okay, unfortunately, the police chief isn't on duty right now. I can have another officer give you a phone call. What's your address?
I'm aware that the police chief is not on duty right now. I'd like you to forward me to his answering machine.
Okay, what's your address?
My address, I'm over at the Tillamook Library parking lot, but what I'm trying to do is turn in those officers to the police chief. So I need to be transferred to the police chief, not to have one of my predators sent out here.
What officers are you trying to turn in?
All of them.
Okay, what's your first and last name?
Sean Schwartz, SHAWN, SCHWARTZ.
Now, is that really that fucking difficult? Is there any one of you who is so incredibly stupid that you couldn't figure that out? I certainly hope not. And this guy isn't that stupid either. He thought he was going to get away with it because he's used to getting away with it. He got a big head, just like the police chief here. Just like Deputy Reeves here.
And your phone number?
I don't know my phone number, so there's no sense reading it back to me, but it's the number I called from.
Okay, which would be?
There is being condescending.
You can't read it on there? I
told him I can't remember my number. Is he fucking retarded? No, he's playing stupid. This is classic gaslighting. It is systemic abuse. And this is a 911 operator. Imagine how these fucking cops treat me. Oh, well, you don't have to imagine it. It's on my channel. Sometimes they talk nice. They're still fucking crooks. Even when they're talking nice, they're lying out their asses.
told you I don't know my phone number, so there's no sense reading it back to me.
Okay, as soon as I have a supervisor available, I'll have him give you a phone call on the number
Not
that
okay.
wasn't provided.
I'm trying to turn in all of the officers.
I would like to be transferred to the chief because I've already spoken with the supervisors and they bullied me instead of doing their jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, the chief of police isn't on duty.
You already told me that, but you can transfer me to his answering
talking
machine.
in circles. He doesn't want to do his job. That's what it comes down to. He doesn't want to do his job, and he's going to continue to break the law until I quit, until I give up on turning in predators. Sorry, bud, these motherfuckers threatened to kill my little sister and my niece. I will be goddamned if I'm going to shut up. I was forced to come here. Forced to do so. Fleeing abuse elsewhere. Because this is standard fucking procedure nationwide. What they're going to do is play stupid and be assholes. Now, when I tell him that he's being recorded, he gets a real shitty attitude.
That was done, what was it, last night or the night before?
So you already left a voicemail on his answering machine?
Sir, more crimes have been committed against me.
See, he's trying to ask questions that he believes will make it okay for him to blow me off and be more condescending. His questions don't matter. His questions at this point don't matter. There is a simple request, and because of the safety issues that I have had to deal with these supervisors coming out and bullying me, it is unsafe for him to send them out. Yes, it is a 911 emergency, but 911 will not do their jobs because these police officers that they're going to send to me have repeatedly not done their jobs. This has been an emergency since before I got to Tillamook.
Since then that I need to turn in.
Okay, let me transfer you over to his voicemail. Please hold.
Thank you.
You even get to hear the beep when they hang up. Did he know that he didn't transfer me? Yeah, he did. He knew he didn't transfer me. Thank goodness he played it off at the very end, right? No, he already fucked up by that point. A lot. What he did was bully a victim and badger a witness and play fucking stupid. Ignore his duties. Fucking hung up on me. So I gotta call him back.
That was not acceptable. We're gonna call them again.
Like literally, this guy's done everything that he can to change the subject, to fucking hang up on me, to be condescending, to be disrespectful, to talk over me. And now he's gonna do it again.
So, what's the address to your emergency?
This is Sean Schwartz again. Instead of transferring me, you hung up.
I transfer you over to their voicemail.
Well, it didn't go to their voicemail, it just hung up.
Do you have the non-emergency phone number line?
Sir, please.
See, here he is going out of his way to be a fucking douchebag. He knew that he fucking hung up on me, and I explained it to him. What did he do? He tried to play it off like that's not what he did. Then he wants to go back to the same fucking circle he started off with before. This is fucking gaslighting. He is a fucking criminal at this point. Many times over, just from this one phone call.
Transfer me to them instead of hanging up on me. I recorded it. I recorded that that's exactly what happened. You said that you were going to transfer me, and then you hung up. It is recorded on my YouTube channel live.
Okay, congratulations.
You notice he was trying to get his words in first, right? But at this point, he's fucking stuttering. He's fucking... I don't give him the opportunity to finish what he's saying this time. I blurt it out and make sure that it's said. Make sure that he hears me before he's talking over me, because then he gets to pretend that he didn't hear it.
On your YouTube channel.
Sir, please stop being condescending.
You have...
Congratulations on my YouTube channel is what he says. See, there he automatically starts getting fucking shitty at me. Why? Let's play that through without me interrupting. Oh, come on, play.
That was not acceptable. We're going to call them again.
Goddamn.
So like that one with the address to your emergency.
This is Sean Schwartz again.
It's doing that whole buffering thing.
Instead of transferring me, you hung up.
I transfer you over to their voicemail.
Well, it didn't go to their voicemail, it just hung up.
Do you have the non-emergency phone number
Sir,
line?
please transfer me to them instead of hanging up on me. I recorded it. I recorded that that's exactly what happened. You said that you were going to transfer me, and then you hung up. It is recorded on my YouTube channel live.
Okay, congratulations on your YouTube channel.
Sir, please stop being condescending.
You have our non-emergency line that's tying up.
I've called the non-emergency line. Transfer me over to the sheriff instead of playing head games. This is not acceptable. You are acting in an unprofessional manner, and it is not okay for you to act like a child. You are a 911 operator.
I'm not acting like a child. So
Sir, you are playing stupid and you are acting like a child. Transfer me to the sheriff's answering machine, or to the police chief's answering machine, please.
What would you like, the police chief or the sheriff?
The police chief.
Okay, I will transfer you again. Please hold.
He didn't transfer me the first time. And there, they hang up.
Call ended. That's twice. Oh, there's a police officer just drove by.
Oh, by the way, he calls back. He thinks about it for a minute and realizes how much fucking trouble he'd get into. So he calls back.
Hello?
Is this Sean?
Yes, is this the acting police chief?
No, this is not. This is 911. I punched the wrong button, so I'm calling you back.
Thank you.
Did you like how I said that? Was that nice of me? Is this the acting police chief? Because, obviously the first time he didn't transfer me. The second time he didn't transfer me. I've been trying real hard through this entire thing not to be condescending to him back, but
God damn, that one was a free one. Oh. Oh, I should probably back that up. Well, let's see. Me, you hung up.
I can't hear you over, dude.
Oh, buffering again.
Their voicemail.
Well, it didn't go to the voicemail. It just hung up.
Do you have the non-emergency phone number
Sir,
line?
please transfer me to them instead of hanging up on me. I recorded it. I recorded that that's exactly what happened. You said that you were going to transfer me, and then you hung up. It is recorded on my YouTube channel live.
Okay, congratulations on your YouTube channel.
Sir, please stop being condescending.
You have our non-emergency line that's tying up.
I've called the non-emergency line. Transfer me over to the sheriff instead of playing head games. This is not acceptable. You are acting in an unprofessional manner, and it is not okay for you to act like a child. You are a 911 operator.
I'm not acting like a child.
Sir, you are playing stupid and you are acting like a child. Transfer me to the sheriff's answering machine, or to the police chief's answering machine, please.
What would you like, the police chief or the sheriff?
The police chief.
Okay, I will transfer you again. Please hold.
Call ended. That's twice. Oh, there's a police officer just drove by. Hello?
Hi, is this Sean?
Yes, is this the acting police chief?
No, this is not. This is 911. I pushed the wrong button, so I'm calling you back.
Thank you.
Hold.
I said their attitudes change when they know they're being recorded. I know my shit, motherfuckers. Maybe you spend more time listening and less time being condescending fuckheads. Maybe we could put some more of these predators away. Instead of me having to hope that Will Chappell is going to pick up one of my goddamn stories and fucking run with it. Thank goodness he ran with the situation when it comes to the police chief, Ray Rao. Now there's a different one. Ray Rao got arrested yesterday.
Lieutenant Nick Troxel here. You reached my voicemail. Leave me your name, number, and a good time to call you back, and I'll do so. Take care. Bye-bye.
Alright, there I give him my phone number. I've got it on mute while I give him my phone number. Now I can do that with the 911 dispatchers too, if I have my number available to me at that moment. Instead of having to
My name is
search through
Sean
stuff to find it.
Schwartz. I've been trying to turn in your officers almost since I first got here. They've been committing a lot of crimes against me and against a lot of others, and I do have the situations with them recorded. I keep getting bullied. I was being bullied by 911 as I was trying to be transferred to you, and he messed up twice. I let him know that I was being recorded. He called back with a different attitude, thank goodness.
Now, this is not acceptable. I am an at-risk and disabled adult, and reasonable accommodations have not been made for me so that I can safely turn in any of the crimes that have been committed against me without being talked over or bullied by your police officers or sent to mental health. Now, this has had detrimental effects on me and allowed a lot of predators out here to harm me repeatedly. I can't take care of myself, and I can't just keep spending all my money to run around a different mental health place. In addition, several of your officers, all of them have been involved in this, but several of your officers, including Loftman and Lotham, especially Lotham, has been instrumental in creating an unsafe situation for me and trying to bully me into moving. Every time that I have tried to call to turn in Officer Lotham, I've had to deal with situations where I was bullied by either Lotham himself, that included in the hospital in November of last year. Sir, it's been a lot of abuse. Now, my name is Sean David Schwartz, and I have a YouTube channel where I post up everything that I possibly can, but I have communication difficulties, and being forced to post it on YouTube for my safety also has its own safety risks, and those safety risks would not be there if I could trust the officers to do their jobs instead of threaten, harass, intimidate, bully, and try to blow me off and send me to someone else to do the job. When a crime is committed against me, I should be able to call the cops, be able to safely make a report, and have it actually investigated. I am an at-risk adult, and it is required by law that they do so. They don't get to just pick and choose and change the law depending on who it is. Your officers have assisted people who have physically harmed me in this town and getting away with it because instead of doing their jobs, they wanted to be Mr. Sly Guy. This cannot be happening, sir. I am scared. And it is not okay to send a rape victim to their rapist. And that is the equivalent of what has been happening every time that I have to turn in a 911 call. And I have one of your officers who committed crimes way back when I first got here come out to harass me again and talk over me again and dismiss me. I need you to call me and set up a meeting so that I can meet you with my evidence and you can assess my situation with your own two eyes and with your own ears. People have threatened my life as recently as yesterday. I still get literally hundreds of phone calls from restricted numbers, so please do not call me from a restricted number. And please be professional and understand that you are going to be recorded. If you shoot me straight, I'll shoot you straight. I mean that metaphorically, of course. Metaphor for honesty. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to shoot anybody. And obviously, since this is being recorded, it is a common metaphor. Please don't try to pretend that I'm threatening to shoot people. You can call me back at pretty much any time. I'm stuck alone in my vehicle, which is one of the things that makes me so at risk and so easy to victimize, and your officers know it. I need to turn in a lot of crimes that were committed against children as well. This is important. That includes a 14-year-old girl who was assaulted at the Safeway last October, and I've been trying to turn it in since it happened. In town, it is your jurisdiction, and it was a sheriff's deputy who assaulted her. It is still against the law for him to assault her, and I have the entire situation recorded. That girl was trying to turn in predators, and so were the two girls that were with her. Please call me back.
All right, what are we going to do now? We're going to go to another video posted by the news. That's right. We've been following this case because this is the acting police chief that they would not allow me to speak with before. The last police chief was Ray Rao. 30 years on the department. 30 years. The audit that they did only went back to 2021. It isn't just Ray Rao who is doing it. Tillamook Police Chief. This is from 1 day ago. Tillamook Police Chief took drugs and money from evidence, state alleges. Oh no, ain't no alleged.
Well, a police chief on the Oregon coast is in some hot water tonight. Tillamook Chief Raymond Rao is facing 4 misdemeanor charges. Court documents allege he stole and tampered with evidence at the police station. This is Tillamook Police Chief Raymond Rao, in charge of the department since July of 2021, an officer with nearly 30 years of experience, now under fire. That's because he is facing 4 misdemeanor charges in a missing and tampered evidence case.
Misdemeanors.
Court documents filed Wednesday say Rao took drugs and money from the evidence lockers. The charge in count 1 is official misconduct in the first degree.
First of all, these are all felonies. The fact that he's not being charged with felonies is a fucking slap to the face of every citizen of Tillamook County. Even the racist assholes. This is an obstruction of justice. But what do you expect out of these goddamn pussies?
Claiming Rao knowingly did remove controlled substances from the Tillamook Police evidence locker with intent to obtain a benefit. Count 2 alleges Rao of theft, alleging he took cash with a total value of $100 or more.
It's also Lossman.
The other 2 counts also allege theft of drugs and money.
A lot of that evidence never made it to the lockers.
Between October 1st of 2021 and May 8th of 2023. The Tillamook Herald Leader broke the story and says Oregon State Police began an investigation in May.
The Tillamook Herald. Who is that? That would be Will Chappell, who came to him about the story last year. Me. Who broke the story? Me. Will Chappell can have all the goddamn credit he wants. Fuck, I'll give him hundreds of stories. He could have a fucking heyday on my channel. He could bring down the whole goddamn country because he's got a position of power that allows him to do so. He who controls the media controls the masses.
After an audit of the police department's property room revealed that evidence had been tampered or removed in more than 80 cases dating back to 2005, with the vast majority of those occurring since 2021. We reached out to OSP and the State Department of Justice, but got nothing of substance back. The Tillamook County Attorney wrote to us saying, in part, I assigned DOJ to handle the investigation and prosecution of this case due to it being a conflict for my office. I have only received the initial audit report for purposes of evaluating the effect of the audit.
See that? It's a conflict of interest. Meanwhile, I've been sent to the DA's office on multiple occasions. That lady yesterday was not the DA's lady, the day before yesterday that I spoke with Susan. She wasn't the DA lady that we were sent to. DA's office is fucking useless. Victims assistance is fucking useless. They play stupid, the same as the rest of these guys. It's not a conflict of interest for the DA's office at this point. At this point, the DA's office has shown themselves to be complicit in these activities. Have taken an active role in preventing me from turning in crimes committed by the police. The same as the state troopers. It's a conflict of interest for the state troopers at this point because of the way that they treated me. It's a conflict of interest for the state troopers to even investigate the Tillamook Police Department now. It's been illegal for them to do so since October of last year, I believe. It's also now illegal for them to investigate Hood River, because I went to the state troopers as I was instructed, and they did the same thing. Play fucking stupid. Having to do this shit out in the open fucking sucks. It's also illegal for them to force me to do it this way. It puts me at further risk. The fact that I have to do these things in public with no assistance, while disabled, while being harmed by the public, over slander by these officers. And of course, then there's a situation with the DA's office in Susan. And the fact that the DA's office goes out of their way to create situations whereby I won't be able to actually turn in the police. I will be talked over, bitched at, berated. Same as always. There is no safe place for me to go, and I am in a constant state of fear because of these officers. These officers have repeatedly, knowingly, willingly, and intelligently committed felonies against me to prevent me from turning them in and to prevent me from turning in other predators in this town. This has resulted in me being retaliated against because of crimes committed by these predators. I was retaliated against by police officers and Rob and Fred Myers over Vicky Rain and her roommate Nick committing crimes against me, and that is not okay. I tried to turn it in, but the police are fucking scary. I had to go to a crooked sheriff to try to turn in his fucking deputies, and I kept getting bullied by his deputies while trying to get a hold of that sheriff. The same thing happened in Multnomah County. The same thing happened in Clatsop County. But look at Will Chappell. He's really going out of his way to ignore all of the evidence that I'm trying to bring to him. If he was worth his salt, he'd be on my channel every day. He could literally fill the newspaper with true stories from my channel. He could literally fill his newspaper every single day writing articles from my channel. I fucking told you, stupid dipshits. You want to bully me? Well, bullying me hasn't stopped me from making every attempt that I can to turn in these pieces of shit. Only to be bullied for trying. Hood River Police Department are also my predators. Officer Martinez wasn't willing to look at any evidence, collect any evidence. He did absolutely nothing. Instead, he claimed that he was going to call Hood River to see if there was anything about this guy with the dolphin. That's what he claimed he was going to do. He also admitted, what was it, yesterday or the day before, that he hadn't made a report. Even with a 911 call, he still didn't make a report. That's against the law. Failure to report is only a misdemeanor. until it results in long-term abuse against an at-risk adult, in which case you become a felon. When you try to hide the fact that you fucked up, you become a felon. That's where these officers fucked up the biggest, and where that 911 operator that I talked to was more intelligent than these officers. When he realized that he was being recorded live on YouTube, he still had a shitty attitude. He still did the same fucking thing, but he molded over and realized that going to prison over this is not what he fucking wants. See, failure to report is only a misdemeanor. Covering up your wrongdoing, badgering and bullying the victim, yeah, these are compounded. Compounded. The fact that his motivations are easy to read, that his demeanor is entirely uncalled for, you get to see how he went from being the predator to backing himself into a fucking corner because he made stupid assumptions about my retardation.